tonight in our Class B contest, we'll have the Rogers Vikings of Newport taking on the Westward Wizards. And introducing the starting lineup for Rogers tonight, number 21, Eric Murray. He'll be a guard, 5'7", and he is a senior. Also playing at guard for the Rogers Vikings, number 22, Kevin Smith, a 5'7" junior. At center, number 25, Mike Lorian, 6'3" senior. Playing up front for the Vikings, we'll have Bill Brown. He'll be number 33. Double 6'1", a junior. And number 24, Keith Anderson at forward, a 6-foot junior. The head coach of the Vikings, John Dias, and the rest of the Rogers basketball team. Now for the Westward Wizards. Starting at forward, number 23, Paul Gonzalez, a 6'1" junior. At guard, we'll have number 15, Matt Lombardo, 5'11", senior. At guard, number 11, Brad Grosscuff, a 5'8", a senior. Playing forward tonight for the Wizards, number 21, Doug Haynes, a 6-foot senior. And at center, he'll wear number 22, Tom Garrick, a 6'3" senior. Head coach of the Wizards is Dan Sylvester, and the rest of the Westward High School team right there on the bench. Hey, we're all set, ladies and gentlemen, for our high school championships tonight. We go with the B's first. And the A's a little later on. Awfully nice to be with you once again and to bring you the play-by-play. We have not had the opportunity to see as many teams that we should like to have seen this year due to other broadcasts, but we've read a lot about them, heard a lot about them, seen a few of their games, and we'll see a team here from Westward that's really something. And that goes for John Dias' Vikings, too, as they both just rolled through their campaigns and, well, respectively, B2 and B1 this year. We'll be looking, of course, at Tom Garrick, the high scorer in the state of Rhode Island for Westward. And very talented cast of players here for Rogers High School. We haven't won a title since 1963, or the last time they appeared in the championship game. And as a matter of fact, here's how Rogers is getting prepared. Players out on the floor right now as we go along here. We'll try to keep you up to date on the numbers. You want to watch out for Garrick, number 22, as we'll have Rogers in the light uniform here tonight in Westward in the orange. And we're all set to go. It's for all the marbles here in Class B. And jumping right into that center circle right now, Lorian and Garrick, and the opening tap is won by Rogers. Backboard pair will be Eric Murray. He's number 21, Kevin Smith, number 22. And they're going to have a look at defenses right now. They work for Lorian. The puts it up and is no good, and that's Tom Garrick right there with the rebound. So the Wizards moving on offense for the first time. They'll run down their lineup for you. He takes it all the way. He hits. And you see why he's such a top-class basketball player. 2-0. Westward out in front here in our B championship game. Some streamers like you see in the college ranks. Maybe the crowd is a mistake, but I'll tell you, just being down at the Big East championships, it's just exciting out here tonight. It means so very, very much. As I said on television this afternoon, the foundation here for all the great college players you see in the land. All right, outside, Eric Murray is 21. He's going to be their point guard. He scoops up an underhand shot, does not go. Got it up again, and the board is cleared by Westward. It's Paul Gonzalez. He was a hero in a semifinal the other day. Here's a clever guy, Brad Grillstrutt, putting a shot up, and that may be our first foul of the game right there, and it is. We'll play 8-minute quarters if you're a high school fan, as you know. And on 5, you get a 1-on-1, and of course players can foul out at that particular point right there. And we have a foul being charged on that play to Kevin Smith for Rogers. It's a chance here for the Wizards to up their lead. They do right there. Close cut. It is 3-0. The Wizards. You got to pick favorites, of course. You'd have to pick this Westward team. You know, they were the defending champions a year ago as John Dias told before the game. He hit that one too. So a very nice start here. 4-zip. A little pressure. Try to pick out tendencies. Fort Lawrence going away. Joseph drops it off. There's the layup, and that is good. Big start. Matt Lombardo connecting. He was a last-minute starter, so to speak, here in the ball game as they made a change. Bob Marchessault using that starting lineup, and let's see if the pressure is going to bother them. Not here, though. They're going to break it and bring it up. Over the middle. Westward getting underneath it. Going up to the first bucket. The 10th of the game was Mike Lorian, but he's fouled coming in. So we played 104, and already we have the Wizards out in front by a second. They have a chance here to pick up some points. Paul Gonzalez picked up the foul. As a matter of fact, maybe we'll get a chance to look at it. You saw it right there. And at the line, Mike Lorian from Rogers. He does not connect. The Vikings 16-0, 21-3 overall. Mike looking for the first point on the board. He gets it. All right, now it's a 5-point lead. Backboard here. And we have a streamer down the floor. We're going to try to identify players for you by numbers. We're having a look right now at Doug Haynes, the young fellow that injured an ankle yesterday, or sprained it slightly. We were watching him from down court, and that looks like it's bothering him a little bit. I don't know how long he can stay in Dan Sylvester's lineup. Okay, they put the ball in play here once again. Gross cut. And pretty much a one-guard offense. Zone setup here. It's a 1-3-1. John Dias says that's been pretty good to him all season long. They work it outside. It goes astray here for a moment, but Gonzalez works to Gross cut. He'll set up everything. He swings. Lombardo from outside about 25. That will not go out of bounds, but they're going to keep it right in there. Incidentally, the officials for tonight's game, Carl LeBranch and Kenny Walker. All right, they put the ball in play again, and again, Grosscup will try to say he's going to put it up. He's way off the bar. He gets nothing out of bounds. We stay at 6-1. And the Vikings looking to get ready here and just get something going in this basketball game. All right, they bring it up over the middle, waiting for the offense to set up, and that's Eric Murray there. He will set things up. He's going to put up a 16-footer. He hits it. 6-3. The Warwick lead, the Westward lead, cut 2-3. A little pressure here by the Vikings. Nice bounce pass. Well, it looked good when it started, but just sails out of bounds. That was intended for Tom Garrick. And in a period of about a minute and a half or two, so the tide sort of changing in this one here. That's Murray. That's Lorian. Dropping it up very nicely. Layup will go underneath, and we have a foul being charged too. Kevin Smith. Just like that, we have a 6-5 basketball. I beg your pardon, Bill Brown. Bill Brown for the bucket. We have a 6-5 basketball game. Talking about changing tides here. 6 in a row for Westward, and then 5 in a row for Rogers. And here's a chance for a three-point play to tie this thing up. We're in the Class B championship final here. The end of a long season. Both teams have come a long way. Southbound, he connects. We're tied at 6. Pressure in the backcourt. They try for the trap here. All right, that's what it is. Midcourt trap. They get it over the middle. It goes astray, but Westward gets it back, and they'll set it up again. That's Garrick outside. He's number 22. He turns, shoots a 15-footer, and hits it. Great player. Type of player that can hold the thrust by the other guys, which he did right there, and Westward is back in front. That's Murray. He's looking at Murray and moving very well without the ball. He's a big center. He is number 25. They swing it over here. Keith Anderson. Here's a good one. He hits it. We're all tied up at 8. They said it was going to be a good one here, and it is. Back to the middle now. The Wizards have, and we did not identify him, Bob Marchessault. He's number 25 into their lineup. We talked about that ankle before. Turnaround shot for Low. Will not go. Batted up again and in for Low. That's Tom Garrick, and we have a 10-8 basketball game now with the Westward Wizards out in front. I'll tell you, a couple of minutes here, maybe about 3 minutes and 10 seconds of play, and look down on the floor, and you can just see how good this guy is. Where's he going to go? Well, we've heard a couple of schools mentioned. URI for one. Garrick now with 6 points. Here's Lorian on the inbound play, and as he gets into the lane, Kenny Walker calls it travel. And we'll have the Wizards putting it back in play again, and Mr. Garrick will put it in play. But you know that Brad Groscup will set everything up. Everybody's down court. Looking at the zone now, 1-3-1. The three's out about the foul line. One outside, one will challenge up court. They swing around in the corner. Groscup puts it up from 20. Doesn't go, batted up again. That's short. And before they can get another one up on its way, about 12 times out, we have the whistle. We'll have a foul. Coming up to the halfway mark in the first quarter. Westward and Rogers. Look at John Dias.
No shot. Fully up to 3 defense. Out of bounds to 3 deep.
There you heard it.
Timeout.
We're going to have a timeout too right here. Good one. A real good one for the Class B title. Westward out ahead by 2 against Rogers, 10-8. Hear from the people that make it all possible. We'll be back in a moment.
Deeper toward the top of the circle, okay? You're open. Nice job. I thought you were dribbling the ball. Turn and look. I still think you wanted to pass it right away. Take it on that guy, okay? Take it on. Go that foul line. Let him make him. Let's go to the foul line. Take your time. Hey, nothing new, baby. You're in the ball game. You're playing well. Right?
Well, John Dias, I'm telling it as it is here. This team's doing pretty good. His Rogers team. In this first quarter play, first of all, 8-minute quarters. If you're kind of new, you haven't seen a high school basketball game for a long time. Quite obviously, incidentally, we didn't mention here tonight, we're delighted to have our regular partner in the stats department, Ray Perry, with us, and he's the best for Rogers. 3 out of 5, 60% shooting thus far, and for Westward, 4 out of 8 for 50%. Garrick is 6 points. Rebounding belongs to Westward. They've got 4 of them. Rogers with 2 turnovers, and Westward with 1. So that tells the story right here. We're about ready to play here once again. Inbound play. They get it underneath. The layup will not go. And that's clear. That's Keith Anderson. He can turn a game around for you. He's had some good ones here in the playoffs. Just joining Anderson is number 24, and he's got the basketball right now. That's Lorian, 25, and a turnaround. He hits it. We are tied at 10. We're at the halfway mark in our first quarter here for the B title. Groscup up over the middle. Garrick is 22 at the baseline. That 7-footer is up and in by Paul Gonzalez. 12-10, Westward out in front. All right, the foul line, they try to work it underneath. That's broken up, and Westward has it again. Bob Marchessault is number 25. He did not start, but he's in there now. In the lane, about a 14-footer. Rims and drops in there. That'll be Mr. Garrick. 14 15-10. Could be the difference in the ball game here. As we said, talented athletes on both sides. It's Lorian. He turns around for a layup. He comes right back at you. I think we mentioned earlier we'd see a lot of points in this game. It all adds up to that. Garrick backing into his man, but all legal right there. He's going to hit the baseline. That's about a 10-footer. Will not drop and out of bounds. Still a Wizard ball. Good backfoot man. Gross stuff. Takes every opportunity to check with his bench. Here's John Dias on the Rogers bench. And the Wizards to put it in play. Comes outside. The Gross stuff will take over here once again. All right, he's on the drive for the baseline. He works Lombardo. He's 15. Board is cleared by Rogers. Here they come. Anderson. They're going to get it up here in a hurry to try to drop it underneath, but it goes astray. Lombardo has it. Gross got no penetration, just to the foul line. He'll swing it over. That's about a 15-footer, and it will not go right there. We're going to get another shot. Marshall puts it up. It does not go. We have a travel call. All right, we're watching Doug Haynes again, and again he seems to be limping a little bit, but not that bad that to keep him out of her basketball game. All right, as it comes in bounds here, we have Kenny Walker's whistle in a hurry. We're going to have another foul here with 2:31 to go in our first quarter. Bob Marshall picks up that foul. His first. Here's the team foul situation now. 2 of them for Rogers and 3 for Westward. The Vikings put it in play, and that's Murray on the drive up. Somebody was tugging away from him at the side or behind. It might be number 22, and if it is, that's Tom Garrick. That'll be number 1. But now the Wizards have 4 team fouls. Dave Rogers hanging in there, doing a big job here. The biggest lead has been 4 thus far. From the corner, that's a DP. That's 24. That's 25 feet. Put up again by Mike Lorian. That doesn't get anywhere. And it goes out of bounds. Keith Anderson trying to pop one from the corner. Lorian cannot connect, but still a Vikings ball. And they'll put it in play over the end line. All right, from the corner there. Bounce underneath. Turn around from 8, and that's Lorian. Just does not go for him, and the board is cleared by Tom Garrick. We have just about 2 coming up right now. Time left here in the first quarter. We're going for the B title. Right now, it looks wide open. As the Wizards swinging around. Gross cup with room. 20-footer will go. to 12. That equals their biggest lead of the game. And the Vikings bring it back. Murray outside. Going to play catch there for a while as they kind of look at the D setup. A zone. 2-3 when the straight up put up from outside will not go. The board cleared by Tom Garrick. Here he comes. This is about a 4-on-2. Behind the backer. And as it gets to Gross Cup, we have Kenny Walker's whistle. Evidently that was kicked in there somewhere. 1:30 to go, first quarter. And we'll have a timeout right here. And we have the Wizards out in front by 4. 16 to 12. We'll be back in a moment. No, we will not. We'll stay right here, as a matter of fact, and talk about these players that, well, thus far, it's pretty much a Tom Garrick show. But anytime you have a superstar like that, you got a pretty good cast with him. I mean, to work to him, to do the kind of things, but let us not forget Mr. Grosscuff either. Here are the latest figures from Ray Perry. 5 out of 10, 50% for Rogers. And Westward 7 out of 15 for 46%. Garrick 8 points, 4 for 4 from the field. And he had 4 rebounds too.
He's posting up down low. Keep on the boards. Rock out down here, okay? Look at on the press, we go, hey, Billy, stay with your Garrick on the out of bounds. And stay 3 defense. Stay 3. That's okay, stay with it. And Billy will take the ball out. Billy will take it out. Ready, let's go. Come on, baby, big possession here.
You can see there's some special attention to be played here to Mr. Garrick of West Warwick, as John Dias took the opportunity right there during that timeout. Well, watch right here as Garrick from the baseline cuts outside. He's got it right now. They had 2 on him. Gross cut from about 12. That is no good. Batted outside. We got a race for it. Brad comes up. All right, he'll swing him around outside. Man-to-man on him. At the present time is Kevin Smith from the foul line. 15-footer, that is good. And that's the young guy who's got the bad ankle, Doug Haynes. 18-12, that is the biggest lead thus far for the Wizards. Working the ball outside, they swing corner. And we'll try to work to Lorian. They do in front. He hits. He's fouled. So we have a 4-point ball game again, 18-14. And a chance here to draw it within 3 points. Lorian with 7 points. Garrick picks up that foul. That's number 2. Semi-foul trouble. Good look here at Mike Lorian. Boy, he's been a factor all season long. And a clutch player if there ever was one. He gets a 3-pointer. 18-15. Marchessault. Groskop. And over the middle, safely to throw it away. They should get an easy piece out of this one as it's stolen at midcourt. And the layup good, but Kevin Smith, again, the Vikings going to bounce it back here to within 1 point. They were down 6. We have 41 seconds. That's Matt Lombardo. He's number 15. It's deflected again. Here's 2 steals in a row. Can he get another deuce? No. It is deflected, but we may have a goaltending call here, which you're going to see it. You can judge for yourself. That's going to give Rogers the lead, 19-17. On a goaltending charge right there with 32 seconds to go. There it is. Now, the ball, of course, is on its downward flight over the plane of the basket there. That's no good. We have 7 straight points for Rogers right now, and they battled back from an 18-12 deficit to a 19-18 lead. And if nothing else, Dan Sylvester and the Wizards know they're pretty much in a dogfight here tonight, but that's where it should be in a championship game. It's going to be high scoring. For a high school contest, we play less time, as you know, 8 minutes a quarter, but I think when we're all finished here, you're going to see a lot of points on the board. Incidentally, we were talking to Dan before the game tonight because we had heard a story around that he's applying for that head coaching job at the University of Rhode Island, and Dan said, yes, that is true. And we asked if, hey, you don't mind we mentioned it on the air? He says, no, not at all. So among our outstanding high school coaches, for sure, we have 2 in the fight right there for the battle, for the job, I should say, of URI coach, and that's Ray Pepin of Hendricken, who'll try for another title here later tonight. All right, now stolen again here by Rogers. They're deep, but re-stolen by Brad Groskop. They got about a 3-on-3. He's going to have to slow it down. It's a good move there by Brad. He didn't try to go all the way there because nothing was set up clean after the re-steal, we can say. And they're going to go for a last shot right here. Working outside, Tom Garrick, 22 and Groskop. They're going to play. Rogers trying for the steal. They've been successful. Garrick from 13. 1 second to go, and that is the end of the first quarter. Hey, we promised you a good one here tonight. This is something, huh? Rogers leading Westward by 1 point, 19-18. The Greater Providence Trust Classic. Hope you're going to enjoy everything coming up here tonight. We'll be back in a moment.
Guys, take the good shots, baby. Now, on the rebound, you stay out or you stay out. Ready? Let's go.
Well, I think you feel a little better now on that Rogers bench after what they did with Tough D and a couple of guys in there that pulled off the steals. Here we go into the second quarter now. 1-pointer. We're watching Westward and Rogers of Newport going at it here for the state title. Tom Garrick into that center jump circle here once again, and we're waiting for the start here. All right, Mike Lorian, he's number 25. He's in there too. You got to think that Rogers feels a little better about things right now. Here's a pop pass underneath him, sort of a left-handed scoop shot. That will not go right there, and back comes Groskop. See if we can settle down here. We're watching the zone set up, and they go to the wings. Maybe possible get a trap over there. It's like right there in the corner. They swing it out here. Here's a turnaround shot from about 8, and that's good. Paul Gonzalez hitting that one. And just like that, we have Westward regaining the lead, 20-19. The guards here are Eric Murray and Kevin Smith for the Vikings. They're working the ball outside right now. It's put up from the top of the key. It will not go. Now with Smith, and here come the Wizards again, looking to get a little scoring thrust of their own underway right now. Garrick, I guess you can call him pretty much a swing man because he can do anything. You'll see him in low, you'll see him outside where he is right now, working the ball. Now he's sort of exchanging right there with Haynes. He's got the ball. They work it into the circle, a couple fakes for the stolen away. Here's a 3-on-1 now. This is looking kind of good. Murray dropping it off underneath. They got a shot up. That's good. They pay off on it. 21-20. Anchor man there was Keith Anderson for the bucket. And the Vikings lead it by 1. We're just into the second quarter. I'd like to try to pick a winner on this one. I'll tell you. Garrick. Little trap going his way in the corner. That's 2-on-1. They swing it in now. A turnaround. Put up from about 8. Will not go. Coming out of there. Now the Vikings like to get it down there in a hurry. This Warren, he may go all the way. He does. He hits it. 23-20 Rogers. And that's their biggest lead here of the evening. We've had a 6-point lead earlier by Westward. Marchessault's 25, Garrick 22, Grosscup was wearing number 11. Pick them all out for you here in just a moment as they're in the forecourt. Paul Gonzalez is 23. This is all for Westward right now. Grosscup, a little room, 18-footer. That's good. A one-pointer again, 23-22. Zone set up by Westward. That's a 2-3. So on the outside at the foul line, the three playing closer to the bucket there, the back line, of course. Outside, they work to Smith. That comes out again to Murray. Murray's going to put it up from 20. That's good. How about these shooters? 25-22. Don't see much better than that. The Big East over the middle they come now. Deflected at midcourt and knocked out of bounds by Bill Brown. Okay, Matt Lombardo comes back in the lineup. Westward is 11 out of 18 for 61% of Ray Perry's figures. All right, put up from in front. That will not go. The Vikings on the move here again. There's Kevin Smith. He works left to put up a Brown. That's good for about 12. 27-22. The Vikings out in front by 5. If anyone made such a situation, who's the favorite, who's the underdog, you'd have to say, Westward would be the underdog here. That's Marchessault from 10. That will not go. One more time, Gonzalez. That's no good either. To go down, Mike Lorian had the rebound there for a minute, but he also committed a foul. For Mike, that's number 2, and you're going to look right now as he comes down right there over his man, and the officials call a pretty good one right there. And Lorian's going to go to the bench here for a while. Murphy will check in here for Rogers. He'll wear uniform number 32. We'll check some facts and figures on him in just a moment. As Rogers has things pretty much not really their own way, but they're looking pretty good right now with a 5-point lead. Okay, on the sideline. Grosscup takes it outside. He's going to set it up from there. Foul line turnaround shot, and it was up in the air with it. He was fouled. Kevin Smith kind of disappointed, and just what he did right there. He was caught at it, and Kevin gets the personal foul. That's going to be team foul number 4 right now. Paul Murphy, incidentally, is a 6-footer, and he is now a senior. Paul wearing uniform number 32, just came into the basketball game. Here's a look at a good guard, Brad Grosscup. He hits it. Four-pointer, 27-23. Got another one coming. He bangs that one home, too. So back down to 3 here with 4:26 to go. We're in the second quarter of our basketball game. For Rogers, Kenny Jenkins checks in. He'll wear number 34. Well, yes, I was going to say, kind of bad inbounds there. They put it off. They capitalize on it in a hurry. 27-26 stolen again. And right, the Wizards doing the same thing here that the Vikings did in the last get another big bucket and a foul on the play, too, to make it 28-27. That is 6 straight points. So Mr. Garrick doing his thing again here. He was the leader early in the ball game, and let's see, he'll have a chance here at a 3-point play. The foul was charged to Bill Brown. We see that last foul here once again now, or the last play, we should say, as the Vikings all of a sudden had problems there. The push got up is good. It is 29-27, Westward. All right, that's Murphy for Rogers. Working out here to the middle now, and they'll look to get a little bit more composed and get things going once again. Sidestepping, fine backcourt player right there, Eric Murray. Swing sideline, and let's see, they might try to slow tempo a little bit here for a while. They like to run, as you know, and they're looking for steals too. Bill Brown outside, a runner from about 8, drops for him. We're tied at 29. Talking about momentum changing. Pull-up shot. That's good again. Brad Groskopf. 31-29. And Westward has the lead again. Just joining in. Rogers in the lights. And we have the Wizards in their away uniforms. They're orange as they work to the corner. This is Rogers now in the forecourt, of course. Swing goes over into the corner, and they work it outside again from about 15. That's Spike in the hole, and that's Kevin Smith. 31 all. We're all tied up now. And as we go up with a shot here by Groskopf from about 14, the foul is coming there. We have 3:05 to go here in our basketball game. Doug Haynes. Now what? I don't know if we get a peek at Doug coming in. We're looking at Groskopf talking to Dan Sylvester. And we're watching Doug come out there. We've mentioned it a couple of times. He doesn't seem to be limping per se, but I think he's off to the right of the foul lane there, but maybe favoring it just a bit. Rogers, 14 out of 21. 67%. Great shooting in this basketball game. Later on tonight, we have Hendrigan against Classical. 2 shots coming up here for Groskopf. It's the first. Wizards back in front, 32-31. How about a college coach scouting here tonight? He's going to pick up a line of a pretty talented player. 33-31 after that free throw. The Wizards out front by 2, and we'll be right back to a little bit of man-to-man all in one look. A game here of just changing fortune, let's put it that way, between these brothers. Westward off the pad in a hurry. Then Rogers is just swayed back and forth, and we put the ball in play. You see the trap right there, and sure enough, it's stolen by Garrick. He puts it up in front and hits it. That's what we're talking about. 2-on-1 resulted in the Wizard basket. 35-31, Westward. And at the free throw straight down, Warwick having a little bit of trouble getting things underneath. Still a loose ball again. It's Westward coming out of there. They're trying to fast break. Lombardo getting it underneath. Put up on the run there, but no good. Let's see, we have a goaltending again. And we do. And credit that one to Tom Garrick. 37-31. 2:41 to go. Garrick with 15 points. Watch it right here. There's he's up now. Watch what happens as we hit the interference right there. And suddenly the Vikings in trouble here. They're 6 down. They were once earlier here in the game and responded to it beautifully. Inbounds, Mike Lorian. There's the trap now in the corner. They're going to get it out of there? No, it's stolen away. Haynes underneath Garrick over the shoulder. And I go one more time, never gets it. Because he was fouled. So, 2:32 to go now. The pendulum swinging the other way now. Murray is charged with the foul, and we're having a timeout right here. And Rogers, a very interesting figure from Ray Perry, now has 10 turnovers. And that has been their problem here in this basketball game. Now, they've been able to match Westward for a while. with some pretty darn good shooting.
On the TV. There.
I have a listen right here to Dan Sylvester.
Press again, guys. Put it on him. Nice job the last 2 or 3 times, now. We need a couple more. 2.5. Good job.
Belly in and bend your knees.
Right.
Don't reach in.
No fouls.
Belly in and bend your knees.
No fouls. It was all right. Nothing. It was all right. It wasn't a bad shot. Hey, no fouls. Okay. Again, you probably didn't hear me.
2 more minutes to halftime. Come on.
Go, go hard now. Probably getting tired of me saying that.
Hey, are these young men excited? You bet your life when you go for a state title, no matter how far they go later on in life, or whether they become college players or somewhere along the line, maybe a pro or two. You always remember the big title you won when you win the state title. Well, Westward, of course, we're making a habit out of it here tonight. And Rogers looking to win their first title since 1963. Westward 52% the shooting, Rogers 67% thus far. The shot bucked right through the hole. It is 38-31. Lorien 10 points. Bill Brown 7 for Rogers. Groskop 12. Garrick 15 of them. Tom looking for another one. And let's see. That's going to, we have a free throw. We're looking to see we might have a change in there. 39-31 is our score. Everything's okay. All right, dribbling out of the pack very nicely. Rogers bring the ball back over the middle. That's Kevin Smith. And he's working outside. Eric Murray's his other guard, and he's going to set something or try to set something up from outside. Swing goes right. Working around the zone now. Still looks like 1-3-1. Put up from outside and in. 33 for the Vikings now. Smith gets credit for the bucket. 39-33. Marshall sort of walking the tightrope there. Gets to Garrick from outside. He can get it, but Lorien pulls in the rebound. 1:55 to go. Interesting to see now. We've been talking about tides changing here and what have you, and momentum. Well, the Vikings are doing it now. They work it into the baseline. That layup will drop right through the hole. Bill Brown. 39-35. And the Vikings back within 4. A bad pass. Up court, sails into the sidelines here, so the Vikings are going to take over. We got a good look right there. And there's Murray. Smith and Murray playing catch here, and Smith's going to bring it up. Great thrill, of course, for these players to play this type of game in the Civic Center. Smith working it over sideline. That's Brown. He can bomb him. He goes corner. He comes out again. They're going to set it up with 1:20 to go. Now Brown off on the right side. He shot off the glass. Will not drop for him. We have the official's whistle. We shall have a foul. That'll be charged to Matt Lombardo. That'll be number 1 for Matt. Both teams here over the limit now with 5 apiece, and we'll have some free throws. Now, how about that? We just got finished talking about it after that Westward streak, which put them in a fairly comfortable 8-point lead. Just like that, we have 2 straight buckets. Find the Vikings. Brown looking for a free throw. He connects. We're down to 3. He has 10 points. All right, Bill all set to go again. There it is. There's the left-handed push. Will not drop for him this time, but as we come off the boards again, we have a foul call here. And we get the Vikings with a chance here to do something from the stripe again. In the person of Keith Anderson. Lombardo picks up that foul again. That's his second.
The line for 1-1, Keith Anderson.
So Keith Anderson goes to the stripe here. Let's see what he can do now. All right, they took back some of their points. Matter of fact, the Vikings have 5 in a row. They were down 8. Don't get it right there. That was a 1-on-1 situation. No chance for the second shot. All right, the Wizards. Time running out. Have a good halftime show for you. That's grossed up. Got a little help here from Garrick. Just came out to release it back to Brad. Kevin Smith on him, man-to-man. As he moves in, he lunges one up there, but a foul will be charged right there. And that's got to be Mr. Smith charged with foul.
Passing game. Yeah.
John Dias.
Take him out. You play.
He's the Rogers coach. And we'll have another substitution that come to the ball game here. As Smith will go to the bench right here. There's a replay on that last one, and you see all the contact right there. Here we go now with an opportunity to up the lead a little bit more. Look at John Dias. But a two-hander put up in the air. 40-36. Wizards by 4.
Doggone it. No, don't worry about it. I'll talk.
Doggone it, says John. And at the line, Brad waiting for another one right here. Let's see if we're going to check somebody else in. Yes, we are. Doug Haynes is going to the bench for Westward. And Matt Lombardo comes back in. Looking up this one to 5, and he does just that. 41-36, Westward. 1 minute to go. Let's see what the Vikings can do here. They drop it off. Lorian should get 2. He does. Pushing it up in a hurry, the Rogers Vikings. We have a three-pointer. And we have Grosskopf coming out of there again. Looking over at Garrick, see what he's got to do. He's moving well without the ball. He's underneath right now, but it's going to be put up by Marshall. It does not go. Rebound, Brown. Back to the Vikings. They've got about a 4-on-3, but not clean. So they put it up from outside. That's around and out. Still a shot at it here. Anderson, he's trying to get a peek at the clock or looking over at the coach or what have you, and they think it was the coach here, and they're going to set it up for the last one. Murphy's back into the ball game, too. He's playing outside right now, along with Murray. They have 14 seconds. Murphy, top of the key, trying to beat the zone with head fakes. Or moving, they'll get him out and get somebody free. 5 seconds to go now. Comes outside. We have 2 seconds. He's going to have to get it up there. He does, and cannot hit it. So they worked it just a little bit too long right now. And couldn't get the last shot, but a very, very nice comeback by the Rogers Vikings at the tail end of that second quarter. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's up for grabs. Westward.
And we were sort of eavesdropping in the Rogers locker room. Halftime, John Dias talking to his team. Let's listen in.
Okay? Super job. The only thing in the tandem in that 3D, let Marshall shoot, and right now we're going to let Gonzalez shoot it. Okay? Last 2 times we'll see. But Marshall don't even go out, but find the guys to block out. That's the only thing. Find the guys to block out. In the 2 zone, if they stay in that 1-3-1, remember the 4-man, okay? We got 2-4, and there's 2 against 1. Made 1 pass to him, he went right down. Kevin, inside the circle. Inside the circle, so when Eric throws it to you, you're already in shooting range. Okay, you already will be in shooting range. 22 trap, Keith, little deeper. Now they want to go to that sideline pass, okay? Into the middle more, and then Michael, as you see Keith creep up, go out for that steal. So that even if Marshall gets it, he's not going to be Billy with the 2-on-1. So start shading that side of the floor, shade that side of the floor, and we're coming up left every time, which is your side, right? That other guy, get middle.
We're in the Rogers locker room now. We'd like to take time out for a little interview with Joe Magiacomo, who is the president of Greater Providence Trust, the bank that's sponsoring the Greater Providence Trust Classic. Let's go.
Here at the Civic Center, we have some basketball game going. Westward leading it by 3 over Rogers. And thinking about guests tonight, you know, we said, well, gee, be a lot of coaches out there, and some of the high schools, some of the college. And we just walked the building this afternoon, and we saw, well, just a fine friend of ours over the years. And I know one of the great coaches, as you know, ever produced here in the state of Rhode Island. And that's Mr. Jimmy Adams. And Jimmy, so nice to have you. It's like the old times, right?
It feels good there, Chris. I haven't seen you around much, and you know, being in the coaching business and at a small college, we don't get a chance to go in the big time.
Oh, if I didn't say Rhode Island College, I think that's big cut time, the Anchorman, because you had a pretty darn good year. You had a good team.
Yeah, well, we thought we had a pretty good year, Chris. We ended up 17-9. We were 17-5 in Division III, and we got picked for regional to represent into the NCAA. But for some reason unknown to us, we got bounced by the national, and they brought a team from outside. We then got selected into the ECAC, and being down a little bit because of not getting into NCAA, we weren't ready to play, and we got beat by a fine SMU team.
Okay, but obviously, you're out here looking for possible talent for the Anchorman. We do have a lot of good players in the state. Ray Perry figures here a few moments ago show us for Rogers that Michael Orion's got 12, Brown's got 10, but boy, there's a couple of good players in Westward. Garrick with 17 and Gross got with 14. You got to be looking at all those guys we're talking about, right?
Sure, Chris. Garrett is a fine player, and anybody would love to have him. I think he's a little too good for our team. We would love to have him, but right now I guess he's considering Bryant and URI, and that's a scholarship school, so we can't even compete with them. The two little guys from Rogers are excellent players. One's a junior and one's a senior, and this is the first time I've seen them play, and they're playing with a lot of poise.
You, of course, I think have the record tied with John Pastine for state titles in high school, and you had those great Central teams. For a game like this, a lot of points are being scored, huh?
Well, they're both of these teams are very, very quick, and they use a lot of pressure defenses. And they turn the ball over because of the pressure defenses, and they're looking to run it all the time. They get it off the board, and they pitch it out, or Garrett even takes it the length of the court. Right. So they're looking to put the ball up very quickly, and with pressure defense, you're going to have a high-scoring game.
Okay, we said before you're out here looking at talent, no secret about that. Specifically, what would you like to have of the Anchorman next year? What are you looking for?
Well, we have two graduating seniors, so we need to replace those two people. One's Mike Chapman, who was our inside player, and we're looking for some front court help up front. And we have a shooting guard, Eric Brittle, who is graduating, and so we have to find somebody to replace them. And you're always looking for rebounders. That's in our division. You have to get some rebounders, and they're hard to come by because if they're good enough to play for us, many times they're good enough to play Division II, and they're offered scholarships.
Jimmy Adams, ladies and gentlemen, we had some great times, too, when Jimmy was assistant at Providence College in that Final Four team. And as we said, not only a good friend, just super coach. Jimmy, so nice to have you with us.
Thank you, Chris. Nice to be here.
All righty, that's our guest right here at halftime. We got a close one going. If you're just joining in along the way, Westward leading this thing here by just 3 points, 41-38. And we'll cut away. We'll be back in a moment. Hope you're enjoying it. We look forward, of course, every year to bringing these ball games. But how are the coaches preparing for the second half? Here's Dan Sylvester.
I tap at the pole anyway if I win it, right?
Okay. All right. Okay, we're going to reverse to the right. Reverse to the right. Okay?
Guys, come on,
set?
I'm sorry,
Hey.
come on. This is my last 16 minutes in high school.
Hey, gotta go.
Come on, guys, you make good.
1, 2, 3, go! Okay, 1-4, look for the inside cut.
Okay, that's what happened on Westward bench. What about John Dias and Rogers?
Now let's get ahead in this ballgame, right? Hey, 1-4, Billy's taking it out. Now, 1-4, Billy's taking it out. You're on the foul line. You and Michael. If he's open, give it to him. Huh? 22. 22 to 3 days. Ready? Let's go. Mike, remember, foul line every time.
Well, that's how they feel, and away we go here for the start of our second half. We'll call off lineup for you in just a moment. Pick out a couple. Bob Marchessault is going to start in the second half of our basketball game. And Doug Haynes will be on the floor. Yeah, no, Tom Garrick is out there for sure. And you mentioned Gonzalez and Brad Grosscup, too. You couldn't play without him. But Vikings wins the top. They work it underneath, and the layup right there, and they're in business in a hurry. And Bill Brown scores 41-40. Give that right. A good backboard, as Jimmy Adams pointed out here. Eric Murray and Kevin Smith. And stole it away. And as we do, we have a traveling call right at Midcourt, just as they were coming out of the Midcourt stripe. And the Wizards get away with that one. We didn't mention Tom Garrick. You know who he is, number 22. He's got the ball right now. Brad Grosscup, number 11. Well, man-to-man on him outside, but this might be sort of a matchup type thing. Combination into the baseline, put up. Haynes does not hit. And the rebound. Out come the Vikings in a hurry, looking to go ahead. There's that backcourt for a pair again. Eric Murray. Smith's going to put it up from 15. He hits. 42-41. Rogers. There's Haynes now. See if you can notice any problem there. But he has a little trouble. He moves the ball. That's about a 4-on-2. He may get a bucket out of that. Brown from the baseline. Will not go. But the rebound hugged by Marchessault. Somebody bumps him around the side. That's got to be Keith Anderson. So just like that, we have a fast 57 seconds of action. The foul will be charged, as we mentioned, to Keith Anderson. This first. How about the way the tide has changed in this one, huh? We're talking about evenly matched teams. You have every indication it's going to the wire this way. Grosskopf's outside. He's going to reverse. Garrick now looking at the corner. That's Doug Haynes in there. Looking for a looper. He gets it in low and an easy layup right there. Nice pass. Paul comes off connecting. 43-42 Wizards. The Vikings turn. Let's see what they're looking at defensively. What they looked at was the steal right there. And as he came up over the middle, Matt Lombardo was fouled with 6 minutes, 26 seconds to go. And that foul will be charged to Kevin Smith. You can see it right there. There's the steal. And look what happened here is Kevin sort of reaching around on him and committing the foul. All right, here we go back now to regular play. We're in the third period. The Wizards kind of heavily favored to win. I wouldn't say heavily. Favored to win this ball game, putting the ball in play. Well, a game we'll talk about for a long time. Zone setup. Nice bouncer in low. Haynes connects. It's up to three-point lead again. 45-42. Westward out front. Outside is Murray. A couple fakes there, and spinning him over to his backcourt partner. Backcourt, and that's Anderson. They feed it off on the right side. We're going to have a 10-footer put up. That goes in the hole, too. And that's good by Paul Murphy. 45-44. Warwick playing in low, trying to get there, set defensively, but bang, Westward comes right back with the bucket right there. Tom Garrick connecting. 47-44. Ray Perry adding up all the figures right here, and they'll show some pretty good shooting here in the second half. Off on the left sideline. That's Murphy. He's 32. Oregon baseline has the weight shut off there, but as he turns against two defenders from Westward, he's fouled by one of them. Matt Lombardo was there, and also Paul Gonzalez. You take a look at it here and pick it out yourself. I know what it is. Watching the convergence, number 15. There's the foul right there. It is Lombardo. All right, put the ball in play now. And Brown doesn't quite get it in there because it's deflected right out by Garrick. Try one more time. Okay, safely in here, and Rogers going to set up. That's Everett Murray outside, playing with Paul Murphy right there. Brown looking at Warwick cutting through, but Brown's going to take it lane himself, sort of a fall-away shot, if you know, good. The Wizards and Mr. Garrick have it. Boy, he's coming ahead. He may go all the way. He's in the lane, but it's knocked out of his hand. He tries to drop it underneath, picked off, Bill Brown. The Vikings coming back. They need another one of those clusters. Each of them had their share of them here tonight. Nice spin, Murray. The pass, though, deflected out. 4:56 to go in the third quarter. Later tonight, Hendricken, Glasgow. Rematch of last year's final. In the lane, a little trouble there for shots, so they'll work it outside. All right, now shot up here is no good. One more, doesn't drop either, and they don't quite clear the boards as they come off. We are going to have another call here by our official in the ball game. And a foul with 4:44 to go. Here it is again. Take a look at it right here. The foul is charged to Bill Brown. He's 33 and makes the contact right there. Team fouls now, 3 of them for Rogers and 1 for Westward. Grosskopf from 15. Anderson Halton and the Vikings looking to close to within 1. Top of the foul circle. The swing goes over, nearly goes astray, but they got a backup man on the sideline, picks it up, and will set it up here again. Okay, Murray in the bouncer. Get it in low nicely. Turnaround shot. Beauty. Keith Anderson. 47-46. The Wizard lead cut to 1. They're looking to trap in the backcourt. Up court, nobody set there. Still in the way again here for the Vikings. All right, Paul Murphy, baseline. Mike Lorian, turn on 8-footer. Still a scramble for it. Still a Rogers ball. A wild hook up there. It's not going to go anywhere because we have a foul on the play. And it should be charged to Paul Murphy. Have another look at it here, fans. You can see just what happened there. You see in me and the foul. I beg your pardon. It's Gonzalez with the foul. And Murphy was a gentleman offended there. Another look at John Dias. 3:49 to go. A one-pointer. But we have another quarter after this. We are tied at 47. This could put him ahead. It does. Rogers takes the lead, 48 to 47. Hey, we have a timeout right here with 3:49. Speaking away for a couple of minutes or leaving us, coming back and wondering what's going on here. This is the type of game that's going on. We have two fantastic high scoring machines going at each other. Nobody's got a safe lead. Rogers 4 out of 9 in the third quarter, 44%. Westward 3 out of 5, 60%. Garrick now at 19. Gross got 14. Lorian 12 for Rogers. And Brown has 12. Those are overall figures. Westward ball. That's Doug Haynes. And that's Brad Grosscup right there. He's got Lombardo on the wing on the right. Let's see who's going to hit. He's got Garrick. He's going to cut off that wing now. All right, Mark the Southbound swing it out. Brad's going to put it up in 16. It does not go. Lorian with the rebound for the Vikings. Opportunity here to talk to the coaches as they walk by. You pick up, hey, just what he wants us to do in this play. He wants them to score, of course. Brown from the left had a good scoring game here. An off-balance blunder does not go for him, but we have a foul on the play, and this will be charged to Westward. You're going to get another look here at Brown as he went foul line. And as he went right there, Doug Haynes made the contact and committed the foul. That's team foul number 3, so they're both even in that department. All righty, Murray now. That's Rogers. He's going to put it up from 15. That will not drop. Batted up and low. No good. Then Westward with the rebound. It's Matt Lombardo. Back over the middle they come. Here's he's moving pretty good. Bad ankle or no. Swings it off Garrick from 8. That will not drop, but we have something away from Garrick. We have a foul to be charged in there with 2:52 to go, third quarter. So foul here is being charged to Rogers. Eric Murray picks up the foul. That's number 3 for Eric. Team foul number 4. Garrick took it for his 20th point. And he puts it up, and that's good. We have a tie at 48. One more time, that's good again. So 49-48 Westward out front now.
Nice going, baby. Nice going.
Dan Sylvester, congratulations the player right there. And here's Anderson trying to get out the trapezoid. He's stolen away. Goes up for Westward. Drop it in the backcourt, pressing. They feed into the baseline. There's a fall-away shot that hangs up. It does not go. That could have been a three-pointer for Gonzalez. Well, Gonzalez for Westward. He's going to build the line, that's for sure. Foul be charged to Mike Warwick. His third in the game, and we have the team over the limit here right now. Watch right here as the contact is made on that shot. And we see if that hung up there, they could have gone in, but no. Foul shot does not go. He's got one more now. Gonzalez to the line with 6 points in the basketball game. Puts it up again. That's good. So at the half century mark, 50 to 48. Back of the middle now. Here's Murphy trying to outrace his man Rochester. If he gets in there, he puts it up and in. Tied at 50. 2:32 to go. The press on the trap at midcourt for Rogers. This stole away. All right, Brown over the middle now is going to slow it down and probably give it up to one of his guards. He does right there. And he's going to let Murray set things up. He's looking over at Murphy. Sideline left. He can go off. He's at the baseline trying to drop it in the middle. He does, but it's blocked underneath. The Wizards have it. Here they come. They're reaching about 2-on-3, though. Garrick giving a gross cut, spinning around. He's going to put it up. No, he's going to set it up. He's going to take it outside. Now we're all set to go again. Lombardo from 20 will not drop. Less than 2 to go, third quarter. Slow down time here right now. They're going to push it up pretty soon, but the way they brought it up, everybody was set defensively. A little travel is going to be called right here, and the Wizards are going to get it back. Doug Haynes been in and out of this ball game, and I'm sure brought on a lot by that ankle problem that he has, but he's been doing a yeoman job out there. Turnovers thus far for Rogers, 14 of them. And suddenly Westward becomes guilty in that department. They have 12. All right, here come the Wizards. There's that Super Bowl player. That's Garrick. He's in the lane on the left, puts it up around. We might go bat it up again. Garrick will try it again if he can get the ball back. The Gross Cup play. The Wizards still in there, into the baseline. A short pop shot is good by Gonzalez. And a whistle will have a foul. Westward jumps out in front by a deuce. 52 to 50. Gonzalez right there. He's a pretty effective guy. He gets in that close. He's going to connect it on, and his hit. And the foul was charged there. Let's see. He'll also get the foul on the foul was charged on the last play. Now, we'll check for you in just a moment just to make sure I don't give you the wrong information. 1:10 to go. All right, here's the driver now, put up. And with Westward leading by 2, 52-50, we have a whistle, we'll have a foul. Replay coming up for you right here. She's going down the lane, hoping to go all the way, put up a runner. A sort of off-balance job there. Would not go, and you saw the foul. The foul was charged by Tom Garrick. That's his third. His first shot is good for Keith Anderson, 52-51. Can he tie it up? Yes, he does. We're tied at 52. Haynes is looking at a trap there in the backcourt. So drop the Gross Cup. They got time to get it over. And they do. Working it up on the left. And Foster underneath. Garrick with the layup. He connects. 54-52. Westward. Boy, game these youngsters, and I hope you too are going to remember for a long time. Eric Murray gets it back. Paul Murphy loses that one off his sneakers. He started to dribble. Gets up, and he's kind of disappointed, but the Wizards are going to take it back with 36 seconds to go. Third quarter. We'll be down to a final 8 moments, 8 minutes. Here's Haynes. Trap moving his way. And sure enough, Rogers breaks it open and gets the ball back here. Swing to the right side, they never get it underneath. Kenny Jenkins right there just came back into the ball game. Picks up here what will be a couple of points, maybe if he can connect. The Wizards are leading by 2. The foul is charged to Brad Grillscut. See if you can see it right here. Brad evidently reaching around, commits the personal foul.
Listen, against that press, he can't go the same side all the time.
Listen to Dan Sylvester. Here's the push shot.
Thank you.
That's no good for Kenny. So the best he can do with this trip is get his team to within 1. Deliberate. There's the deep breath. There's the push. That'll go for him. 54-53. Who's going to get the last one? 26 seconds. Backcourt. This looks almost like, let's see what the zone is here. It's a trap if they can afford it, but they get it down. Mark Saul working outside. 15 to go now. So Gross Cup will look for a real good one. Doug Haynes. 6 seconds to go. Outside, they had trouble getting it off before. 3 seconds. Gross Cup's going to have to put it up. It is good with 1 second to go. 56-53 Westward. Big bucket. We might look back on that one later if this game ends in this particular area as far as Ward coming out. And we have now played 3 of them. 3 quarters, 56-53.
Go, Paulie.
We'll get back to this later when we have the rundown, see how this game played at the end of the first quarter. We had Rogers out in front by 1. And
what do they got?
Let's see, as we look here at the halftime, it was 41-38 Westward. And now they still have that 3-point lead here, 56-53. Somebody will be a champion right after this. Well, they're both champions in our mind. And as we go up here, we have the whistle right in the first second of play in the fourth quarter. And we have a foul right there, a little bump right off the bat. It's going to be foul, the charge foul to Paul Gonzalez of Westward. That will be his fourth. A 1-1, and they get it all within 1 second of this fourth quarter. Later tonight, Hendrigan and Klasko. Shot will not go for him. No chances, but they're going to put it up again from the left. Bill Brown, that's no good. Garrick falling to the floor, but everything's okay. No travel in there. Grossduck will bring it up. Good shooter, good guard. This is a fine basketball player. Brad sets tempo, can control a lot of things. Tempo's been pretty good drumming here for it's a pretty good D in both parts, forcing all kinds of turnovers and one heavier. Outside, stop and go, this Grossduck behind his pick. 15-footer is good. 58-53. Approaching their biggest lead of the game, which has been 6 at one time. Murray's 21, Anderson 24. It's deflected out, but Dougie Haynes cannot pick it up in midcourt. Out of bounds, still a Rogers ball.
Let him know there's a pick there.
Lombardo will come back in.
Let him know, get over it. 2-1-2.
Paul Gonzalez goes out to the Wizards. All right, play it again. Now, Rogers got to do something right here for their cause anyway, because you can get in real trouble being behind 5 or 6 or 7. Just find what floors to deflect this going away. Here's Grossduck, but as he comes back over the middle, we have a travel foul. So the Vikings come through that one without too much trouble. They get it back again. All right, there's Murray. Kevin Smith back in the ballgame. They were the starting guards. Up on the left sideline. That's Bill Brown. He's looking underneath. He gets it in there. Now see what Laurie can do. He turns, shoots, and hits. Wow, that's a big lead play. 58-55. There's a drop onto the backboard, and the whistle's going to break it. Yes, we get it up to Garrick, but as Garrick got it, contact there. Mike Laurie disappointed, but he knew he did it. And Mike picks up the personal foul. His fourth. Both guys over the limit here for a while. And now we have 6 minutes and 35 seconds to go. Tom Garrick will go to the line. Interesting comment by Jimmy Adams at halftime, figuring that he'd love to have Garrick, but as he said, he's got 23 points, but he kind of feels it might be too good right now and go somewhere else. That shot is good. Up to 4 again, 59-55 Wizards. All right, Tom again. This one does not go. Okay, the Vikings. Murray looking over at John Dias. He comes over the middle. He's working outside with Kevin Smith. Kevin's got the ball right now. Looking now, they pack it in. He's got to put it up from outside. It's no good. Right into the hands of Grossduck. Turn around in a hurry to look to the outlet. You know, somebody down court might be open. Brad brings it up, signals the offense. Works sideline Lombardo. Brad's going to take it over. He's got Dougie Haynes here on his right. The flow goes left there. Nice defense there. Murray stays with him, puts it up anywhere in the baseline. It is no good. The Vikings on the move here again. They have shown us a couple of times tonight great ability to bounce back from deficits, 4, 5, and 6 points. Anderson working Brown. Brown in the lane. That's 13-footer. That's good. 59-57. Coming out of there and over the middle now is Lombardo. And the Wizards swinging it off on the right side. That's Tom Garrick. Sort of head fake stutter dribbling this guy. Baseline 8-footer. Will not drop. It's put up again. That doesn't go, but we have the whistle 11 foul. Foul's going to be crucial. And the fans into this one, you bet your life they are. That's Mike Lorian, and that's number 5. There is one of the first key players to go out of here now. Big blow here to the Vikings, so he goes out. Gonna have a look here. You want to look one more time right now. As Lorian underneath, he is 25. After that rebound came down, made the contact, committed the foul. And it looks like Paul Murphy will check back in as Danny Sylvester talks to his point guard. So Murphy comes in now. We're ready to go.
Who is the... no, not yet. We've got to keep him off a little longer. You can need him at the end. See if we can hang in there for till about 3. No, well, send him in the...
Little strategy session right there. Here is a one-and-oner for Doug Haynes. His shot on the way will not go. And blocking that area was Bill Brown and went over the end line. It's a Viking ball. Not running. Garrick get at that basketball and possibly bat it back in and stay in the offensive end. So it's a Viking ball. They're down to deuce. There's nothing. Good passer. He might get something going. But no, he has to slow it down. It wasn't an opportune time to try to hit Murphy underneath. So he'll set it up from outside. Murray. Pass. Brown. Knocked out of bounds. Still a Viking ball. 5:10 to go. Okay, we'll put it in play again. That's Anderson now. Working outside. Murray from the left. About a 12-footer. That's good off the glass. Good touch. 59. High score here at the Civic Center. Class B championship up for grabs. And the Wizards looking to see what they can do now about going ahead. Playing catch outside. They swing it into the right corner. Knocked out of the hands and stole away. From Garrick, but re-stolen. He sees his man. No, he couldn't in time as he turned around. He had somebody loose in the left of the lane. But Brad Grosscott's going to set it up. Garrick peeking around. He's looking for his guard. He got him. Grosscott about 12 feet from the right. He hits it. 61-59 Westward.
No defense. You got to help out.
John Dias saying no defense. You got to help out. Grosscutt with 20 points in the basketball game. He and Garrick have been the 1-2 punches they've been so often here this year. Outside, Kevin Smith. Swing over to Bill Brown. He drives on his man. That's Marchessault there, but he shuts him off pretty good. Right corner, long bomber from there is off the rim. It is no good. And the Wizards have it again with 3:50 to go. You're wondering if any kind of a lead is safe for this one. That's how good these two teams are coming back. From the left, 15-footer in the hole by Lombardo. 63-59 with 3:37 to go. And the Wizards are up 4. And we'll take a break right here. Back at you.
Stop holding out. You guys got to get a little tougher. You guys got to shoot out and go out and double. All right, we got 3 timeouts left. We need a big hoop here. Big hoop here to 22. All right, and you guys in the middle play tough. You're back. Ready? Let's go.
Let's steal over here, okay? Let's go.
We were kind of eavesdropping before we came back there, and it looked like they may, we'll watch the offense here, sort of clear for Kevin Smith, according to John Dias. Let's see if it all materializes. He said if it does not set up properly when they come down, well, they're going to, they're just going to try it all over again, as he put it. Well, Smith is number 22. Bill Brown's going to put the ball in play here for Rogers. There's evidently didn't get in cleanly here, and we're going to try it one more time. No, it's not a turnover. They've been batted back and over, and Rogers will try it again. 3:36 to go. Brown looking in, and he feeds it now to Smith. All right, Smith coming up and see how they set up here offensively. Then they come over the middle of 2-1-2. He was calling out before. The overload is on the left side here. There's Smith in the drive, as John Dias called it. It is no good. But they still have the basketball on the other side. Going up for it was Keith Anderson. He was hit. So Smith evidently a key factor right here on his penetration and what have you. Let's see here what's going to happen again. Now, we're going to have foul shots right now. And this is a 1-on-1. The foul is charged to Grosscutt. his second. This is the 1-1. The shot is dropped right through. That's good. 63-60. Rogers, 25 out of 46, 53%. Westward, 24 out of 48, 50% for Ray Perry's figure. Second shot, good again. 2-point lead for the Wizards. Murray chasing all over in the backboard here. Smith's on his man now, Lombardo, as he brings it over the middle. And just work it outside. Coming up to the 3-minute mark. 3 minutes left. That's Matt Lombardo right there. Rostrup will take over. He's looking over here at Garrick now. His man stays with him on the outside of the D. They swing it over on the left. And for a 14-footer, Lombardo puts it up around. Ups in the hole. 65-61. Westward by 4, 2:40 to go. Trying to work the ground. It goes astray off the boards. They're going to try one more time. It was up and in, but Paul Murphy. Southbound Vikings come right back here.
Come up and get him. Middle.
All right, now he's talking about defense is stolen away. And the layup is taken by Smith. We have a tie score at 65. John Dias is yelling for his bench. Up on him, and it paid off. Over the middle now. That's Garrick. He's going to go all the way. Puts it up in the baseline. That's good. Yes, the franchise. He came to play for sure. And right there at that moment, Westward's back in front. 67-65. Paul Murphy at the foul line. A little slip there, and he's giving a step. As he had the ball, started to move, so to slid a bit. The violation, and it's gone over to the Wizards. Big break right there. Lombardo goes to the bench, and Dougie Haynes is back in, and he's got the basketball right now. Looking for help. He gets some gross stuff. Ooh, they might have had a steal there, but they get it safely over the middle. Way over the head of the intended receiver in the corner. Sails out of bounds. Over ball comes out. The Vikings get another shot here. A lot of fans coming in for the second game here. We can see them just through the exit and sort of standing around and back before they go to their seat. Over the middle come the Vikings. Down a deuce here. A little behind the back job. They drop it off in low and cut over Bill Brown. And when it got there, we have the whistle by Kenny Walker and a foul. The charge here to the Wizards. So the Vikings can do business. Dougie Haynes picks up his third here. We've had everybody over the limit for a long, long time. Going down at the line right here with a chance to tie it up here to his side. Hey, can we go to OT? No, he misses that one. Still plenty of time. And as we come off the boards, we'll have another whistle. And the long block down the other end of the court that means it's being charged to the Vikings. Anderson picking that one up. That's his second. Now it's Westward with a chance. Well, that's a chance to tie it up, and that was the case for the Vikings. Chance to go up 4. Bob Marshall will go to the line right now. Westward is 15 out of 18 from the line. That's pretty good foul shooting. But air ball right there with 1:30 showing on the clock. The official says let's put it in play here from the side. Both teams failing to capitalize right there on free throws that would help their cause. The Vikings can tie it up. For all the marbles in Class B, Anderson. Smith and Murray working outside. It's Murray with the ball right now. Eric will stop and go in the center. He had a cutter going there, trying backdoor, but he gives it outside. Smith's going to drop it off, and as they put it up, it goes in, but it's not going to count evidently. As we have a violation right here at Kenny Walker going over to the bench. And we're going to have a foul charged here to the Vikings. Kevin Smith, the offensive foul. And it's the Wizards who can capitalize. It's still 67-65 Westward. What looked like a possible tire there for the team from Newport is going the other way. Kevin Smith commits the foul. At the line will be Bob Marchessault.
Regular. Nice play, Kevin. Nice
Kenny
pass.
Jenkins is back in the ball game. That was foul number 5 that's hit up now. Smith, we did not mention that. He's out of there. So Jenkins is in. The shot is no good. And the Vikings have it again here with 1:12 to go. People getting their money's worth here. I guess you are too at home. We're enjoying it. Off on left now. Let's Murphy. 1 minute to go. Eric Murray from about 18. He hits it. 67-67. 49 seconds to go. Groskop up on the left side. The ball deflected. Stolen. Rogers has it. If they win it, their first title since 1963. Rogers fans just going wild, obviously. The bouncer comes outside. Murphy with the ball, looking underneath. Everybody's out near the middle, though. And Murray's got the ball right now. Behind the back keeper, gets away from his man. They swing it in low. Turnaround shot by Brown. Doesn't get there with 17, but we have the foul call. 17 seconds. The penalty charge to Westward. And the Vikings looking to close in on a possible upset, of course. If they get their 2 points right here, plenty of time for Westward to do something about it. Here's the replay now on the last foul, and there is the foul underneath. Coming out of that pack was Bill Brown, knowing that he had been hit, and he'd had a chance to do something right there. John Dias, Eric Murray.
What? You want 22 right here. Yeah.
John calling out signals and offense and players, and every time he calls 22, I presume he's not talking about Kevin Smith.
Tell Jake, you got 50. You got Brown got him. All right, you're in the top back of the
Hands is coming back in the ball against the Westward.
Possession, timeout.
Brown thus far is 2 out of 4 from the line. This left-hand push is no good. How'd you like to be a coach? All right, there's John Dias.
He's going to call.
And he's got a signal for a timeout right there, and he had already relayed that information, as all good coaches will do. If this happens, we do that. This happens, we do that, and so on. So prepare for everything. And the story, the numbers, ladies and gentlemen, for Westward, 67 for Rogers, 17 seconds to go. Let's listen to Westward.
Unless we got an easy, wait, we got something easy, we go get it.
Coach, if you hit this one, what do you want us to do?
Got to get it to half court, at least, and get a timeout.
They'll probably have a chance to set something up when they think of the timeout.
What do you mean, if we rebound it?
No, if we run up there in timeout, don't you think they'll have a chance to set something up?
It's all right.
Listen,
we got 2 good
now.
plays. We got 2 good plays. Wait a minute, let me finish, all right? If they score, we want to get it as far up here as we can, okay? We can get it a good area for you to run our out-of-bounds play on the side, okay? Midway, okay?
Tom, if they make it, right, Matt gets in the front this side of half court to get it.
Wait, listen, we we have to have the rebound.
21's his hand. Hey, let's get into the point. 22 on the make. No foul. Hey,
You're right in the game, ladies and gentlemen. You heard everything right there about how they're going to call a timeout. You heard Brad Groskop ask the question, if he hits this, what do we do? And what they're going to do is bring it up to half court here and call a timeout. All tied up. Brown at the line. Can put his team ahead. He does not. The foul shooting here has not been anything to write home about at the end. It's been good earlier. So we're tied at 67. The Wizards put it in play. And we got a trap up at midcourt. Over the middle it comes. They get it up on Marchessault. Over the sideline. Garrick may go all the way. He's in there. He puts it up. And in. Westward. Tom Garrick with 4 seconds to go. I think the picture and the sounds tell the story. We let you in on everything right here. And now, Dan Sylvester using this opportunity here to get the last second of strike. Keep in mind now, there's 4 seconds left in the clock. Let's listen.
No, Paul's not in the game. We got Dougie and Matt. Right. Now, one more thing, guys. Listen to this, okay? We're up 2 points. So we can't...
Deep or to Eric at half court. Let him go first. Then you just take a step and go. You got 5 seconds. Back up the end line. All right, now, if nothing's open here, the ball goes to Eric at half court. Take it down. You go here. Look for the shot. Take it down and take the shot. All right, let's go. Let's go. Set up.
Well, you heard from both sides right there. All right, we have Westward with a 69-67 lead. 4 seconds remaining. Tom Garrick, 28 points. If they win it, they'll remember 27-28 forever. He decided to go all the way with it. Why not? He's the top scorer to take away. Here we go. 2 seconds to go. The Vikings call the timeout. They get up near the middle, and boy, they lost about 2 seconds on that. And they have 2 seconds to go. So John, he's faced here with picking out a play and a half here for his side. And even that would probably send it into overtime unless we have some contact on the shot itself. Hey, we thought this, we might be early here tonight, but we're 9 o'clock already, so we are not even into the second game. But why not? Because this is really a super basketball game. One more try for the Vikings. They're down a deuce. Bill Brown, the feed in. Murray from the left. That's the pressure. Puts it up and in. Is it going to count? No, says one official. That should be in, and the Rogers players are stunned. Evidently, did not release it in time, and we don't see anybody complaining about it. Westward is the Class D champion. How about Murray? Put that one in from the left that would have tied the game and sent it into overtime. But I don't see anybody complaining about it down there. They probably know, hey, maybe just a fraction of a second too late, and we couldn't do it. And the hero of this ball game has to be Mr. Tom Garrick. Second win in a row. Congratulations. I mean, congratulations to John Dias and the Rogers Vikings and Dan Sylvester and the Westward Wizards. What a great ball game. We've had the pleasure of broadcasting a lot of games over the years, and I saw a lot of good Big East games this year. This is as good as anything you'll ever see. I'll tell you, 69-67. The Wizards are victorious right here. We're going to have, I see some St. Clair panel down in the back there, and we're going to have something going here in just a moment. Then we'll have our second game here tonight. Hendricken will be going to basketball. Dan Sylvester down there, and Frank's got a couple players around him, and I think we're going right here. And I don't know whether we're ready right now or not. All right, Frank, we're ready right there. And you got a guy there that's some basketball player.
Okay, Chris, that's right. We're here with number 22 for the Wizards, Tom Garrick. Tom, congratulations. You're feeling at this moment.
Oh, thank you very much. This has to be one of the greatest victories of my life. My senior year, it's just great. It's just, it's a super feeling. You just don't know.
Now, with about 3 minutes left, the game was tied. Rogers had just scored a basket to tie it, and you went down and scored a basket, and then eventually scored the winning basket. It looked like you were saying to yourself, hey, I'm going to take control of this thing.
I had to. My teammates, they're fabulous kids, and they're great ball players, my best friends. They have confidence in me, and I just felt it my obligation to have confidence in myself. I had to win it for me, for them. I had to win it. I just tried. I put myself in a position where I said, it's me, it's you, Tom. You have to go for it. So I did that.
Was there any doubt in your mind prior to the game, knowing that Dougie Haynes was hurt, that you'd be able to pull off the game that you did today?
Doubt, no. A little worry, because if you remember, our only loss came when Doug went out on line. Doug wasn't on line when we lost. So I was a little worried. I was a little, fidgety about it, but I had no doubt. I just knew we had a team. We had the character to do it. And that's what character.
I'm told you've narrowed down your college selection to URI or Bryant. Any feelings on that?
No, I just have to wait and see. I don't want to say anything right now.
Well, congratulations to cap to a splendid career, Tom Garrick.
Thank you very much.
Okay, congratulations. Dan Sylvester, come on in here. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. This is even better than last year.
it's better than last year. How so? I mean, how can you compare it?
Well, we went with 6 men tonight, and actually 5.5. I said Dougie was really in trouble out there, but what a gutty kid. Every time I took him out, he'd say, Coach, I'm all right, I can play. But I kept wanting to take him out because I was afraid I hurt him more.
Had to serve as an inspiration to your team.
Yeah, I think he did, because at the half, everybody was talking to him and trying to get encouragement from him.
You know what I noticed was that he seemed to loosen up a little bit as the game went on and played a little bit better.
Yeah, I think that's true. You know, I got to give a little credit to Steve Alves, one of our assistant football coaches, because he worked with him for 2 days trying to get that swelling down, try to get him ready to play.
Is it true he stuck his foot in the snow?
He sure did. He got his foot in the snow to ice it down, right.
Well, congratulations. You know, the pressure of coming in here as the defending champ and then winning the title for a second time.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Very great. All right, Dan Sylvester, the coach of the West Warwick Wizards. Let's see if can we get Dougie? Come on over. I bet you're not feeling any pain in that ankle right now.
No, I feel great.
What did you think of coming in here tonight with that ankle hurt? What would you say your percentage was out there fighting with the injured ankle? Well, you weren't at 100%.
No, I was hoping to go 75%, and I think I went 75%. I was glad, though.
You appeared to loosen up as the game went on.
Yeah, about the second half, I started to loosen up.
What sort of things were your teammates saying to you as the game went on to help spur you on a little bit? Just keep going?
Yeah,
they
just
knew
keep
you were
on
hurt.
going. Yeah, they knew I was hurt, and they just say keep on going.
Okay, well, congratulations. Doug Haynes, and that's the story from the floor here. The West Warwick Wizards now just about to do the traditional cutting down of the net, Chris.
Okay, Frank, thank you very, very much. And I don't know, you know, sometimes you may think it sounds a little corny, you say something like that. You see two great teams like that battling it out. It's a great moment for West Warwick. And what I'm trying to say is, you know how over the years you say, gee, I wish two guys could win that game, two teams. But it's not true, because it was just a good one tonight. I mean, Westward, they're terrific. And Rogers, they're kind of terrific, too. Westward wins it, the title by 2. We got a cutaway. Be back here. We got another big one coming your way.